This is Scott Becker with the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast. Today's discussion is don't cheer for your rival's demise. So one of the things that happens in business, in national affairs, in sports, is everyone has rivals. And what you find is we often have a sense of schadenfreude, which is wanting to think for bad things to happen to our rivals. Now, the reality is most things are contagious. So you can't want too much for in national affairs. If we cheer too much for the China's problems with their economy, and their economy is famously slowing, their stock market's getting routed, what really happens is China's the second largest economy in the world, and it's almost certain that there's a ton of contagion in China's economy that is likely to at some point negatively impact our economy as well. So don't cheer too strongly for your rival's demise. It's likely to come back to haunt you. Very similar. You look at Michigan and Ohio State. If Ohio State falters too much and Michigan ends up winning, they've won 3 years in a row that game, what really happens is it becomes not fun. I mean, Ohio State beat up on Michigan, I think, 7 or 8 years in a row until Michigan finally took back that crown. But if there doesn't remain that type of rivalry between teams, it ends up being no fun. So don't cheer too hard for your rival's demise. The third example is if you're in a sector of business and one of your competitors gets hurt badly, there's an old saying in Wall Street that when this company catches a cold, everybody else gets sick too. And that's really the concept. If you're in the media business and you see one of your rivals struggling with digital sales or event business or whatever it might be, the real problem is you might short-term pick up some market share from that company, but if there's a contagion in the industry and it's challenging in the business, it's bad for everybody. So at the end of the day, today's theory is don't sort of cheer for your rival's demise because often you're in the same camp and often it's contagious. So try and see it's not a karma thing, it's a reality thing. Thank you for listening to the Becker Private Equity Business Podcast, and thank you to Chanel Bunger, our wonderful producer. Thank you.